Hi everybody, sanibonani. Welcome to my channel. Good morning. Igama lami nguNtando Mdletshe, and on this channel siyasibuka ama-reality shows ethu ala eMzansi bese siza la sokhuluma ngawo lama shows. If it is your first time on this channel and you think you do like the content yale channel, do not forget to press the subscribe button below and the notification bell, okay? Anyway, today we are going to do the full review of Isencane lengane. Guys, do not ask me to post the episode. I do not post episodes on this show. I just do reviews, okay? Anyway, you guys, we're going to do the full review of episode 13 of Isencane lengane. You guys, they are dragging this show. You know, Moja Love would do everything that they can to get as much as possible from a show, okay? They will drag the episode, okay? Not the episode, the season. When you think it's done, it's not really, okay? But I think that I'm liking what they're doing now with Isencane lengane, because I think that instead of focusing just on Siyacela Ntando, they are also showing us other relationships in this show, the relationships with other people, okay? And also they are kind of doing a show where they show us what happened, or a show that is almost like a where are they now show, you know, when it comes to Babdlamuka's wives, the wives that he left behind after he passed, what's happening with their lives. So I like that, you guys. I like those storylines. It's interesting to see and all that. This is a good thing about this show. So I like that the focus is now not only on Ntando no Siyacela. You can actually watch now Isencane lengane without seeing Ntando, which is what happened in this episode. We did not see Ntando at all, but it was still an enjoyable show, kind of. Because I don't even understand why I stay until 9 p.m. There's always that point. When you watch Isencane lengane, you don't finish the episode without saying that, you know. Anyway, you guys, so I like that about the show. Anyway, you guys, if you are watching this video, please make sure that you like it, because that really helps this channel. And also, if you want to give money to the channel, there's a thanks button, and it's not even a lot of money, you guys, like 20 something rand. That's a minimum amount. I think you can even give less than that. And also, you guys, there's also adverts on this video. Please make sure that you watch adverts, because that is how you support the channel, you guys. That's the only way we make money here on YouTube. And thank you so much to everybody that has joined, that have joined as members, you guys. A membership here is very cheap. I think it's like less than 30 rands a month. Don't think it's maskulumanga membership. We are talking about 100 and what rand. It's that cheap. So thank you so much to everybody that does that. We appreciate it, you guys. So in this episode, of course, Thando no Siswake, they are together now. I like how they are looking better and better. You know, not that they were looking horrible, you guys. Like I always say on my channel, umuntu osebenza uyambona. You know, uyambona, you know, inwele, benza nenzipho, they're dressing better, you know. So I like it when I see that on Moja Love's reality shows, because we always wonder if these people are making money, and also we always wonder if they are making enough money. So when I see them looking better, because the first thing you do for yourself, you guys, when you get some money, is buy yourself some clothes and do some hair, okay? Except if you are Ntando, when I get money, I go cut my hair. That's what I do. So if you are not me, when you get money, you go and you know, put on some hair extensions or something. So when I see people look good, or when I see people look better than the last season, I'm like, okay, this one got paid. Okay, this episode in particular, I feel like they got paid a lot. I feel like Siyacela had a new outfits. For sure, I feel like Thando, for sure, she did her hair. She was looking good. I was like, And they really should pay Thando, guys. It's so hard to find these people. I just want to have a conversation with them and be like, Nihola Malini, you know, so we can talk about it, and we can be on Moja Love's behind about it. We can bother them, and we can talk about the pays, so that they can pay these people better. I hope that they're paying them. I hope that the widows, they are paying them, because they seem to be involving them a lot on the show. I hope every single one of them is getting a paycheck. I hope because guys, he shot quite a few episodes now. I hope they're getting paid. I hope Ulona Uban, the other brother, and the new brother, you guys, I confuse who's the other brother? Usmanga. Khona Usmanga, and then there's the other one, but Usmanga and the other one, they look alike. So mina ngihlezi ngithi Usmanga, and sometimes it's not Usmanga. I hope that they're getting some checks from Moja Love, because they seem to be showing them a lot. We won't even talk about Siyacela, guys, even if he is as crazy as he is, but the drama that he gives to Moja Love, that kid deserves a check in the hundreds of thousands, okay? And I'm not even joking, like, he does deserve it, okay? Because I know that they're making a lot of money from this show. This is one of the best shows, Moja Love. I think it's a one show when it comes to viewership. It's right after Lokuzana Uyajola 99, okay? When Uyajola 99 had so we don't know how it's gonna go without Uchup, because apparently Uchup is no longer around. So it might be a number one show actually after if Uyajola 99 is no longer there, okay? So Thando, no Siswaka, they were just sitting, and she was talking about how she took Thando to Mthandazi. What Mthandazi said, she's concerned because she does not know if Thando did take umuthi that she was given, you guys. I actually don't think Thando phuzile lo amuthi, you guys. I don't think so, especially after she told Siyacela about it. I don't think that he would allow her to take it, but I'm still waiting to hear from her if she did drink umuthi. So while they're sitting with their sister, bekhuluma ngaleyo nto, Siyacela arrives with his brother, the brother that I say I always confuse him with Usmanga, and surprised. Thando is surprised because she says Thando had said she's coming, so she did not say. I guess maybe Thando did not want to tell Umawako it's not her who's coming, it's Siyacela. So yeah, he arrives with the brother, and why are they there? Okay, remember guys, just the background for those who didn't watch last season, Thando and Siyacela don't really get along, because one time last season was really bad for Thando. At some point, Thando went to Kadlamoga looking for Thando because nobody could get hold of Thando. And because she did not have a phone, even when they were trying to call her, Siyacela would pick up the phone, Ivale or something. She ended up Kadlamoga. Thando is being abused by Siyacela. At some point, when she was trying to have a conversation with Siyacela, they ended up bethukana, you know, they were swearing at each other. Siyacela ended up saying Thando is a prostitute. I don't know where he saw her selling her body, but that's what he said, okay? So now, so they've never really had a good relationship, Siyacela with Thando with Siyacela, okay? So mabefika Siyacela is like, nizothenga yini, are you here to buy? Because as we all know from Munonku Williams, black men buy. So she was wondering, are you here to buy? I guess in her asking that question is because you called me a prostitute, so why would you visit a prostitute? Are you here to buy now? Are you my client? So which one of you, she was asking both of them, so which one of you is here to buy? Is it you, Siyacela, or is it your brother? Am I supposed to sell to you, both of you at the same time? Okay. And so the brother speaks to say, no, but Siyacela is here to sort of between him and Thando. Guys, I don't know who convinced Siyacela to behave different, because Siyacela that we all know, there is no way that this kid would just decide on his own, then he's going to go and apologize to Thando. That kid doesn't care about anything. I feel like maybe Moja Love threatened to Siyacela or something. They were like, listen, we're going to stop this show, and if we stop the show, you're not going to be able to make money from the show. So we have to do something different now on the show. We're tired of viewers on our back now about you and your behavior and everything. and everything. Because the things that he is deciding to do, I'm like, I can't decide. Is he growing up? Like all of a sudden, beginning of this season, he was this Siyacela that we know. Now all of a sudden, he's trying to mend things with people. Even last week with you guys, the conversation that he had with Mkize, the last wife, Kadlamuga, I thought that he was uzodelela. And when she was trying to bring up Izinto that went on between the two of them, she was like, you know what, Mina, I don't have grudges. I don't even think about that, what happened between us. So I'm not angry with you. like it was just not the Siyacela we know. So guys, I don't know what's happening. But anyway, Thando says, listen, they should have gone to enkandla kubo if they really wanted to apologize, and that is something that should have been done by adult. I get what she's saying, you guys. I really do get that. But Thando doesn't seem like she is at enkandla a lot. Okay. In fact, we haven't seen Thando esenkandla at all ever since that time Thando eshada. So I guess it wouldn't really makes sense, because it would be something that is done formally. The apology would be something that is done formally. But since they are doing the show, they would want Thando to be there when Siyacela apologizes to get her response. And so for the show, it just wouldn't make sense to go to enkandla for this scene. Okay. So ke no Siyacela kuyazama ukuthi hayi ucela ke uxolo uyabuza ukubona nini ke lo ukuthi ufuna uxolo. Anyway, you guys, I think initially Thando was like, this is not genuine, I do not believe it, I will not accept any apology. But eventually, you guys, I mean, I think at times when someone is apologizing, you don't want to be left alone now angry, and the person that actually did something to you is now free because they've apologized. Now everything is on your shoulders because you're the one that is still holding grudges, you're the one that hasn't apologized. So at the end, she falls Thando to say, you know what, I accept it. It's hard for me when he is humbling himself to me, for me to not accept the apology, even though I don't know if it's genuine. So, but she puts a condition to say, guys, I don't understand the issue. But like I said, I'm one of those people that do not believe Thando wadli. So I feel like Thando is just a young child, stupidly in love, and doesn't understand anything about Thando and about how a woman should be treated othandweni, and so that is the way, that is why she's accepting what she's accepting. But I do not feel like it's because she's just being stupid, you know, and not understanding Thando. But yeah, people seem to think and Thando ufuna ukubayisa kubathandazi. I was so shocked that Siyacela agreed, because Siyacela was like, yeah, well, in the diary session he says angilapho, you know, kumthandazi, but in the sit down she was like, no, I agree. I think he just wanted to make peace there. I really feel like maybe they are giving Siyacela some tough love, the producers of Mdletshe, because they want to get certain scenes when it comes to Siyacela. They want to show us what Siyacela has changed. So maybe they might be giving him ultimatums to say, listen, you are going to shoot this scene and this is how it's going to go. You know, you're going to shoot this scene and you are going to apologize in this scene. Otherwise, we're not doing this with you. I feel like something like that is going on behind the scenes, because sometimes what he is saying in scenes and what he's saying in diary sessions is not adding up. It's like he is saying he feels that another way in the diary session, but he's acting totally different in the sit downs. But anyway, this is like the most respectful conversation I have ever seen Siyacela have ever on the show with any adults on the show. And Usizka, which I think Auntie Thando ended up just asking Siyacela, how do you feel about I guess now they were shocked, you guys, that they're seeing Siyacela acting sane. They were like, okay, let's use this as a chance to get some information and understanding from him. So they're like, Siyacela, how do you feel about your relationship? Do you feel like it's going well? And he says, yeah, I'm so Thando, and I feel like Thando is doing well. He even says, you know what, because you don't believe me, Thando is okay, ask her, talk to her and hear how she responds. And I don't feel like, so he is feeling like he's no longer abusive to Thando, which I don't believe, you guys. And I don't know, because the thing about them reality shows, as much as it's a reality show, they don't shoot every day. So we are not actually watching a day-to-day with Siyacela no Thando. I wish I could actually watch a day-to-day Siyacela no Thando for me to believe how often does he abuse her, or maybe he doesn't abuse her anymore. But I feel like if we were really watching a day-to-day with them, let's say maybe they had a YouTube channel where they showed us their daily life, I think that I would believe that. But because I think that Umoja Life, obviously it's impossible for them to be olundi, like even if they're shooting a week, they wouldn't shoot every single day. So yeah, you guys, it's hard. Only people abahlala nabo would know how that relationship is like. But that was a scene, you guys. He ended up agreeing ukuthi bazohamba bayobona umthandazi. Angazi ukuthi what is the need for them ukuthi baphinde babone umthandazi. Okay, now the other scene, you guys, was ubaba Dlamuka omncane, which is Dlamuka's younger brother, who is now left at home as the head of the family since ubaba Dlamuka passed away. And remember, there has been talks of him being the one that takes care of the family. When it comes to guys, African families, or let me say maybe Zulus, because angazi noma this thing is the same meaning mhlambe for abanye abantu, but for AmaZulu there is, okay, let's say the head of the family has passed, okay, enkulumweni yokuthi a brother is going to take care of the family, there is an underlying conversation that is taking place while the obvious one is taking place. I don't know if people get that. If you say ukuthi the brother is going to take care of the late brother's family, okay, one conversation is uzobe banakekela njena, meaning he will support them financially, whatever they need. Uma fanele kuhlatshwe ekhaya, he'll be the one responsible for that and all of that. That is the obvious conversation. But the underlying conversation, the one that nobody will outwardly talk about, is the fact that mhlawumbe kune possibility ukuthi that brother uzongenwa by the wife, you know, meaning ukuthi, you know, intimately he will become the husband now, you know. And obviously there are rules to that, and it doesn't happen with everyone. That's why I say, go to the obvious conversation is you're just going to take care of the family. But sometimes they mean that not just the kids and whatever, but the wife as well, in an intimate way. So in this situation, I was trying to figure out, is that what they mean? Because ubaba Dlamuka omncane here is there Kamapengu, and last week they did talk about the fact that he spends a lot of time Kamapengu. He seems to be taking care of the kids and all of that. He says he knows uMapengu from ebusheni babo, okay, so bakhule ndawonye. uMapengu eqoma ubaba Dlamuka omncane was around at that time. So I don't know if he means maybe he liked her even then. I don't know, you guys. And to me it seems like ubaba Dlamuka uyena or in the same age as uMapengu, but I guess ukuthi ubaba Dlamuka omdala was more of isoka than ubaba Dlamuka omncane, because ubaba Dlamuka omncane to this day ngathi akanawo unkosikazi, okay. So uMapengu, they're having this conversation where he's saying that he wants to be the one to take care of the kids, which they talked about. She says she doesn't have a problem with that. Vele fanele ayibheke ingane, but you know what she wants is that he must financially support ingane, like ukhuluma ukuthi fanele kuthengwe isaka lempuphu and all of that. And he promises ukuthi uzobanika like 1,500 a month. I was wondering, you guys, because I thought ukuthi lo baba lo akasebenzi, so maybe he's now getting money from the show, which made him be able to make that promise of 1,500 a month. Maybe he is working. I misunderstood and thought that he doesn't have a job, because if you're going to be able to support this family 1,500 rand a month, then you must be working and making some money somewhere. Also, you guys, I feel like, because this is not the only family he'll be taking care of, there's also Umamkize, there's also Umashange, there is also Nkosikazi Omdala. All of those families he's supposed to be taking care of them. So if he's going to be giving uMapengu 1,500 rand, 1,500 rand, oh Lord, Baba Dlamuka namakhosikazi amangaka 5, 1,500 rand times 5, 7,500, okay, a month. So I don't know, you guys, but uMapengu made it clear, listen, I accept you can come here and take care of the kids, very, that's what you're supposed to do, but I want to make it clear that I am not saying yes to us being intimate. So awuzoza uzolala kwami, you know. And I like that she was not even saying it will never happen between the two of them. She was just saying traditionally it's not allowed, you guys. It's not the first time that I hear ukuthi mawuzongena unkosikazi awumngeni unkosikazi ungakamthatho wakho. Before ungena unkosikazi wesibili, ukungenwa is that thing ukuthi if your brother passes, then you take care of the family, but you also take care of the wife in an intimate way. But it's not the first time I hear them say traditionally you are not supposed to ukungena another wife or your brother's wife without first taking your own wife. So you must first choose your own wife that you fall in love with. Umlobole, uyamlobola unkosikazi. After that you are allowed. If you've never done that, you are not allowed. So basically uMapengu is saying that ukuthi kufanele ugane traditional kusazofanele uganwe wena safe ulobolo wakho unkosikazi ushade, then again we can talk about. If that has not happened, then you will not be able to, you know. And I don't know, you guys, maybe they do that so that, because then you're gonna have, I guess, men that are just going to sit in the family bangaganwa wena balindele ukuthi abafowabo bashone and get a free wife. You know, they are like, you know, we want to see if you are a man. Now we are going to tibula ulobole unkosikazi, and then we are like, okay, window dangempela, and then we can give you this wife for free now. But if you haven't done that, we are not sure if you can even take care of this wife. So yes, you guys, so that's what she said. Okay, ukuthi fanele athathe wakho umakoti first. Okay, so akazufa kasho kwamanje. So yeah, you guys, I don't know if ubamncane is going to do that. Ubamncane ngathi nje use happy ukuthi uzitholele unkosikazi for free. Okay, and then the next thing, it was Siyacela and the brothers going to a rehab, because that is like a rehab. Basically they're going to see Ntando, who's going to help them to stop drinking. This was one of the funniest scenes, because they show up there drunk. In fact, I feel like Siyacela was the one that was the better one. Mdu was like so drunk. He was even hallucinating, talking to himself. The other brother was slurring in his words. And Inyanga is saying it's one of the rules that they have to respect when they come to see him, is that they are not supposed to drink that day that they're supposed to come see him. They're not supposed to drink that day. But they were drunk, like really drunk, okay? Fine, you guys, they say because they knew it was their last day drinking, they had to go all out, so they overdrank basically for that day. Okay, so so they talk about how much they were drinking. They're explaining to Ntando, because they drink a lot. Sometimes they drink like 15 bottles a week. I'm like, I'm a bottles and or something. I'm like, yo. Anyway, but amaphuza face ayasho ukuthi yane bayabuhlaba ngempela. Now but so Inyanga decides to help them. I think honestly it's a good sign if someone shows up not drunk. It's a good sign that they're serious about what they're here for. But if they show up even drunk that day, you know, they showed up drunk, but not only that, they showed up with alcohol on them. So the Ntando decides to help them. Nonetheless, they pay like 1,600 rand, which Mdu was not happy about, because Mdu is like, yo imali ngaka mina ngabe ninginike yona leyo mali ngahamba ngenze ezinye izinto ngayo, ngahamba ngayo groove ngayo. He's not even saying he could have used that money for something positive. No, he says ngabe ninginike yona le mali mina ngahamba ngayo phuza. Why ifanele siye ukuphuza? And then Ntando hayi wa mix izinto laphayana, wafaka uphondo laphayana, wabenzela kumuthi, because he decided that he was going to help them anyway. I really think that Ntando just thought, I'm not letting this money leave my house, you know, because they were already there. They already had their 1.6, and I think the money was supposed to be like 2,000 rand, but they did not have their 400 rand. And so he decides to help them. He gives them almost ngojeke onjani. Guys, lowa jeke angazi noma ubungcolile noma ngoba ugugile, but I feel like bengeke ngiphuze from lawa jeke lowa, ngathi angazi ukuthi uphuma phi, ngathi uphuma etoilet phakathi or something. I was like, yeah, izinto zemithi kwathiwa akaphuze. So I think iphele isho kusaphuziswa Siyacela bebemphuzisa, and asho ukuthi mubi, and this man is just pushing him to keep drinking, but umuthi uyababa. Anyway, I didn't think that umuthi wakhona wouldn't taste bad, because obviously it's gonna taste bad, you know. So yes, you guys, So ke baphuza ukuthi, I wonder, you guys, if it's that easy ukuthi you can go to umthandazi and stop drinking, why would people not stop drinking if it can happen that easy? I wonder, you guys. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it before Pumegona, share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Nginithanda kakhulu.